Hello and welcome to our Loki review. It is us, the Night Shift Bandits. Here, the three, the Trinity.
Trifecta.
Triumvirate.
There you go.
Include another try word here.
Triumphant.
There we go.
You just said.
We tried. But yes, it's me, your boy Zach. And of course, I'm here with.
You got Thomas here in the building.
And you also got Theo in the building.
Yeah, so.
Yeah.
Who? All right, let's hop right into it. What do you guys think of
the
episode?
Go ahead. Yeah. I enjoyed myself, man. I enjoyed it. Yeah.
I definitely enjoyed it. Starting off, I do want to say that it kicks off with some memories.
Yep.
And then it just takes you for a ride.
Yeah. And also it's right after when Loki grabs the Tesseract and the during the confusion with the Avengers trying to return all the gems back and everything.
Oh yeah.
It takes place right after that. I was like, okay. I was wondering where this is going to take place at. Mm-hmm. And it's right there. I was like, okay, cool. So it's that Loki, during that. All right.
I'm actually very surprised that they did make it so specific on saying, hey, this is the exact moment in which this takes place from.
Mm-hmm.
I figured that's what they were going to do, because if you really think about it, like, where else could they really go? Because that Loki, at least that version of Loki, just took Tesseract and went somewhere. And when they announced the Loki show, they were like, okay, this is just gonna start looking. I'm like, okay, they're probably gonna stop. We're probably gonna find out where he went to, and lo and behold, he went into the middle of what, Mongolia?
Yeah, like
the yeah.
And I think at that time too, like, there were information saying that Loki's gonna have his own show. It's gonna start that Loki, which again makes sense because the original died.
True.
Yeah.
True. As he found out.
Yeah. I mean, hell, shit. I mean, let's just go ahead and talk about it. I mean, we could jump around.
We've already said that it's going to be Spoilercast. Plus, if you didn't know, then you found out pretty quickly. We're just going to do spoilers.
And plus, on top of that, if someone says episode 1 of Loki review spoilers in the title.
It's kind of no. I just want to make sure the bases are covered.
Yeah, no, I understand. I mean, I like to have multiple layers of spoiler warnings too, but it gets to a point where, okay, you're responsible for your own spoilers.
Yeah.
You're responsible for your own ears. But I think, like, a lot of people at this point, well, that's a different subject, but I'm pretty sure a lot of people at this point can easily access the TV shows than the movies.
Yeah, you would think so.
Yeah, I mean, since it's being streamed at your home, so.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
all right, well, let's continue.
Yeah, but
definitely.
Yeah, so that is something that happened. He did go through his whole storyline, pretty much, his own timeline, and that's one hell of a way to catch up to have a character catch up on themselves.
I know, right? Just watch their whole life like a movie, or like a movie.
Oh yeah, it's basically like I really thought that I was wondering why he didn't do that before, instead of playing with the time thing that was stuck in his neck. You could just go ahead and look through the rest of time, and since you got control of yourself, if someone tries to grab you, you just move yourself to a different point in time.
Yeah, and I don't know why. Well, I guess because he didn't do that was because I guess the device is only meant to keep him in one area, so to speak, or to reset him.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, at least I haven't seen any time machines within the organization.
Yeah, it could be something on his own personal time within that space.
Yeah. Now we did get hit at a time machine towards the end.
Yep. Yeah,
They did.
Yeah.
I'm really wondering who made it.
Yeah, it's like, well, we all know who made it. We know who made it.
Oh, only person I'm thinking of is Doctor Doom.
Oh no, we know his name rhymes with Flame the Monkerer.
Oh yeah, that dude. I did. You said him earlier, and I completely forgot about him that quick.
I said
That's how
twice.
forgettable he is. Yes, and I forgot about him twice.
Twice. But yeah, Kang the Conqueror. I think I'm just come out and say it. I think he's the guy in the hood in the end. Like, I don't think it's a variation of Loki, but if it is, I don't think Kang is too far off.
Yeah, I could see
Yeah,
him being
It's not
an
far fetched.
impersonator.
Yeah, it's not far fetched.
Yeah, so I'm like, because they kept him in the shadows for a reason. Like, if it was Loki, even if it was Loki with like a scar on his face or something, I felt like they would have revealed it. Personally, that's just me.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I feel they would have revealed it too. It only would have made sense to not keep that suspense if it actually is Loki.
Right.
To say that, hey, we're chasing you, and then still keep us clouded in mystery, that's like 100% not Loki.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay, that's definitely something different. It's not Loki. But it may be, the devil.
Yeah.
Maybe Kang. Yeah, maybe Kang.
Maybe Kang.
Maybe Kang.
I kind of also wanted to talk about the TVA, or Time Variant Authority.
Authority, association or authorities or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. They have a lot of technology there that we haven't seen. Plus, we also did a shout out to a variant scroll that was just randomly there.
Mm-hmm.
So we know it's not just we know it's not just someone who gets access to an Infinity Stone.
Yeah.
We know it's almost anything could happen because you did something outside of your time.
Bro, real quick, that's something that kind of baffles me though. Too, it's like this whole place.
Pathetic.
Nothing works there as far as magic
wins.
That's the that's the thing that trips me out. Like not even the Infinity Stones themselves, which are supposed to be all powerful. I'm like, wait, what?
So the
and
go ahead. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say the Infinity Stones. I understand. Now I don't know if they follow the same rules as in the comics, but the Infinity Stones only affect the world that they belong to. They don't affect anything else.
Well, true.
If you're going off that from Endgame, the Infinity Stones that they got wouldn't have worked.
Well, they were in a different timeline. They were still in the same universe.
They were still in the same universe, just a different timeline. And then that event made a separate universe, along with Loki taking the Tesseract.
Right. So that's what I'm wondering. Like, is it the fact that they're just outside of?
Are they outside of that universe or something?
Yeah. Right.
Because that's, you know what I'm saying. And I mean, it's not like. Well, you saw when the clerk or whatever he was opened up the drawer. Yeah. It was.
Yeah, he had
a lot of them.
Yeah.
And they use them as paperweights. That's a direct quote.
Like that's like to the damn Infinity Stones to go from being this all to being one of the most sought after things in the whole continuity as far as phase 1 and phase 2 of Marvel. To just being fucking paperweights. Like, wait, what?
Yep.
You guys got nerfed.
Hard. Nerfed hard.
Hard as fuck.
Infinity Stones got a hard nerf. Like,
So no magic works. No Infinity Stones work, which means where they are is more than likely outside the constraints of the universe.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell me something, man, because
That's the only explanation for it. They're outside of that, or they're in a pocket dimension within it.
But
Either way, go ahead.
okay.
I was going to ask the question: did they describe how magic works? I know we had Doctor Strange, and that it's
Right.
energy, but where does
never
that
did
energy
really.
come from?
They never explained that. They just said energies of the universe.
Okay, because at first I was thinking, this is just me, that Loki
Mhm.
could use his magic either because of the collar or because they had some kind of like energy blocking field or something like that.
Yeah, I thought it was the collar at first too, until they said like it just doesn't work there at all for some.
Yeah.
I really want. They said it. They said it didn't work there, but I'm like, why? Why does it not?
That's what I'm saying.
Work
Like, why? What's the?
Yeah.
I'm thinking.
What's
I'm
what's
thinking
the
it
cat?
doesn't work there. I'm thinking it doesn't work there because the energies that he's tapping into, he's cut off from.
Yeah.
So whatever he taps into for his abilities, just doesn't work there. Period. It in a separate area away from anywhere near where he can do anything that he knows he can do.
Right.
Right. So it's safe to say that Wanda and Strange and Strange's teacher, Doctor Strange's teacher, would all be powerless there too, right?
I mean, it could
More
be
than likely.
assumed.
It can be assumed, but we can't really say for an
100%.
exact. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Because
I'm
you got to remember that
Mhm.
Strange does draw his energies from several different deities. I want to say,
Yeah.
So it no telling where it's connected to that.
Yeah, and even then, like Strange may know about the Tyverian's authority as well. I'm pretty positive the Ancient One definitely knows.
Yeah, he would have to. Yeah, I would think the Ancient One for sure.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking like I think Wanda might be powerless because her power is kind of sort of tied into one of the stones. I can't remember which one.
Yeah,
you're right.
Kind of, sort of.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that. Her and damn, what was her name? Madam. What was the witch's name from WandaVision that she went against? But
Agatha Harkness.
Agatha Hart. Yeah. I was thinking like she might be powerless there too, because hers kind of derives from, a stone too.
Not necessarily.
Yeah, I don't think they derive from a stone. I think hers derives from in the comics anyway, chaos magic, which just kind of exists out there.
Right.
Oh, it's just out there. Okay.
And then her abilities was unlocked with the help of an Infinity Stone.
Oh,
Yeah.
they were unlocked from the Infinity Stone.
As
Okay.
for
Right.
Agatha, I think she just learned. Like even then, like we didn't really see how she learned how to be a witch.
Right.
That goes into the whole thing of okay, we really know very little of how people draw magic.
Magic.
Like,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, what energy did they draw from?
So this could be the beginning of us finding out like where those energies might be coming from.
Right. So I'm a little bit confused because, moving forward a little bit, the question I've had is that they refer, like Loki refers to himself several times as a god. I know in the Thor movies they were like, oh, we're not really gods, we're just hyper advanced beings, and you guys just worship us as gods. So I'm very surprised that Owen Wilson wasn't like, yeah, you're not a god, you're just some dude.
Well, I think he was just trying to get information out of him.
But they implied that they have all the information that they need.
They definitely, that's true.
Because I'm like, the only reason why they need him is to stop this other quote unquote Loki.
So maybe to like show him that he is not the biggest thing in the universe, that other things do matter.
To humble him.
He had to
humble him.
Yeah, I mean that seemed like to be the whole point of the episode. Like, one thing I've noticed personally is that they were trying to get him to be similar to the original Loki, at least towards the end of his character development.
Yeah.
but not really take him all the way there. Because he explained to him how he killed his mom. You know, he went back to see his death, and up until those points, he was ready to get the fuck up out of there and go rule the world.
Right.
And he asked him, like, okay, you're gonna rule the world, then what? Okay, you're gonna collect all the Infinity Stones, then what? You're gonna beat the Avengers, then what?
Right. You know? Like, what's your no pun here, no pun intended, but what's your end game?
Right. Oh, we know what that end game is.
Yeah, we know what happened. Yeah.
So, but that's one thing I just noticed, that like, okay, you guys are trying to get him to be somewhat lovable, but still have an edge to him.
Yeah, and this humbling scene, I think, is really a good way to employ that. Mm-hmm. It helps us show, like, even if they do bring him back into the mainline DLC, not DLC, MCU. Even if they do bring him back into the mainline MCU, he really doesn't have a place, because you know that Loki has been killed. Mm-hmm. And they're supposed to be setting it right, so he really has no reason to exist.
Nope.
And they say that too in like one of the videos, where they were saying like, yeah, okay, so for anyone who like leaves the sacred timeline, I guess they call it.
Yeah, they call it the sacred timeline.
Yeah, which brings up another point, an actual big plot hole if they don't address it. But anyway, yeah, if you leave the sacred timeline...
no. That actually did bring up a question for me, but go ahead and finish your thought first.
Okay, if you leave the sacred timeline, it's implied that they'll arrest you and destroy that timeline that you created, that splinter.
Yeah.
All because Secret Wars happened a long time ago.
Yeah, and that was something that I was going to bring up, is that they're also implying that this is not the first time, nor possibly the second time, that there has been an event like that, where they reach kind of like, I don't know what else to call it, the universal wall, which, you know, DC also had the same thing called the source wall.
Yeah, source wall.
They both have had events that were huge that involve the breaking of said wall. It kind of brings it all together, where they're saying that they finally fixed the structure of time and everything, but these other timelines, which would be like the comic books, the video games, and every other piece of media, is not the one that they want people to follow.
Okay.
And that went kind of deep, but yeah.
Yeah. And in regards to what Zach was saying about, you know, people splitting off and creating their own, not creating their own timeline, but I mean deviating from the main timeline. When they do deviate from the main timeline, most of them, it seems like, are always put back right then and there to where that, you know, left where they deviated from. Except for, in this case, Loki, because, you know, like we said earlier, he dies anyway. And then, I'm kind of confused. I'm confused. So, Endgame happened, okay, and they showed that. Okay, I get that he came. This is why I'm confused. Which I don't think I should be. But here it goes anyway. Endgame happened. The Avengers got all the time gems. Got all the gems, time, space, power, or whatever. Put them all back where they're supposed to be. Because of that, that's what made this Loki do what he did. Okay, I'm caught up on that. That makes sense. But then, if they put the gems back, why is this even happening?
Well,
they didn't have that one to put back.
Okay, that's what I was gonna say. Okay, that's what I was gonna kind of come around to then. Okay,
so then, in the beginning of this episode, even in Endgame, that Loki took the Tesseract and disappeared.
and disappeared. Right.
Yeah. So that
Okay.
created, and he just left. That's not supposed to happen.
That's not supposed to happen.
He
Okay.
went to jail on Asgard, and that's when Thor 2 happened, and all pretty much put the whole timeline in check at that point.
Oh, okay.
So instead of
Okay.
going to jail, he took the Tesseract and left. That's what the big issue is.
Oh, okay. So if he didn't take Tesseract right there, then Thor 2 happens.
Yeah.
I forgot about Thor 2, yo. I really did.
Everyone does.
Like everyone else.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
okay, so I'm not
Thor 2
alone.
is
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I
forgot
just
about-
said Thor 2 is Thor 2, so no one ever paid it any attention. It was
Okay.
a god awful movie.
Okay.
Yeah, that was. It's like, no surprise. I can't blame you for forgetting Thor 2.
Yeah.
but yeah, that's pretty. Hopefully that answers your question.
It does. Thank you for lifting those clouds. I'm like, wait a minute. This, and this happened. Wait a minute, huh? Wait, what? Thor 2. Got it. Never mind.
Yep.
Okay.
That's all it was. Just a movie you
Okay.
forgot about because it was terrible.
Yep. Okay. Damn. Damn. All right. Interesting. Okay.
Shit, can't blame you.
Like at all. So going on more with this, I did like the interrogation scene because the lead into the chase scene, I should say, because it was showing how Loki was still so self-centered and all about like, no, I'm in control of everything that I'm doing because I'm a god. And he's not realizing like there are more powerful people than gods out there. You've literally met them and you still believe that you're better than them.
And that's the thing though too, is the fact that this is early Loki, so he may not have met those people.
Or he's met Thanos.
Yeah, but at that time Thanos was just some dude.
True. He was just another dude out there.
And he probably didn't realize, like, okay, this is just, we're just working together. He's going to give me an army, and that's it. It's just some Joe Schmo. Because he's arrogant, too, so you have to put that into it.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
true. That's very true.
Definitely.
Yeah, like, that arrogance is what really fucked him up in the beginning.
So, well, now that he sees that, I'm dog, then like him going through the whole chase scene, being shifted around through whatever the TVA is, and then like putting someone else into that same position that he was in, that was like, okay, he figured out all of this, yet he still doesn't know how to get out of this place.
Nope.
He should sit down and like listen to them.
Yeah.
And then that's when he started looking at the video and
and that's why I was like, this literally gave pretty much Loki his whole character development, at least most of it, in like pretty much in about 15 minutes.
Yeah. Like all of that was 15 minutes of just chaos.
Chaos.
Agreed.
But he eventually does sit down, listen, and I think that was really great for like a first episode. Get all of the nonsense out of the way that we know could go on, so we can actually go and pay attention to the story.
Yeah, and I'm glad they've done that, like, because a lot of people, they love Loki. Well, I'm glad they did two things. I'm glad that we had a long break from Loki. That because there was a point where we were just seeing Loki all the time.
Yeah, it gave us a lot of time to like just have a break from Marvel stuff.
And Loki
true.
in particular, I'm glad we just took a break from him, because at that point his story was over. and we're like, okay, until the show comes out, we're just gonna take a break from Loki at that point.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm glad that they're going a little bit of different route with him. He's still a bit arrogant, still a bit evil, but he's also like, okay, I'll help you guys because I see now you guys are actually way bigger than me, or hell, way bigger than, or really way bigger than anything
most
I've
things.
ever known.
Yeah,
Right.
way bigger than most things.
Yeah. So, but I mean, I'm digging it. I like where they're going personally.
Yeah. Yo, my favorite scene so far in the whole show. I have a couple, but my top scene is when he first meets the TVA.
Yeah.
I guess the black chick.
Mm-hmm.
He's talking smack to her, and then she hits him with the baton or wand, and he's in slow mo.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And he feels all that pain, even though it's in slow mo.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah,
even though it's in slow-mo.
When she
That's
came
my
and said
favorite scene.
you're moving at 1/16 speed, and that pain that you're feeling is all happening in real time, and then it just went to him dropping, was like, wow, they have the power to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
A god in his own reality.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They did all of that.
Yeah.
Like,
That scene right there, Theo, it just showed me that he is way out of his league. Should have shown him he was way out of his league at that point.
Yep.
Yeah. And like that was like a simple but effective scene to show that, hey, these guys have more power than what we've seen before.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Most deaf.
Yeah, like one good thing I'm definitely giving props to in regards to these TV shows is the fact that, and I think it's just the fact that they have enough time to do this, is that they can elaborate on opponents, characters, and their powers, and you can really see how powerful someone is.
Yeah.
I think that would be a scene you may have saw just once in a movie if they don't cut it out.
Yeah. It's kind of like, you know, they're making comic books in real life. That's literally all that they're doing right now. And this was just issue 1 of Loki.
Yeah, and that's pretty much what it is. Like, I think they're really treating this as in, okay, we can use these TV shows to help our characters breathe, you know? Because understandably so, in movies, you don't have really much time. Like, even if it's like a 2-hour movie, it's like, okay, we really need to focus on the main plot, maybe some character development, but we have plots to focus on. We got storylines to either start, begin, or push forward.
Yep.
So these TV
bad
shows
guys to defeat.
And I mean, already that's a lot to put into a movie. Having worked with a few filmmakers and writers, like that's a lot to put in it, and it's not easy.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
So like TV shows definitely help, and again, props to Kevin Feige and the whole crew at Marvel Studios. They do one hell of a job, and they're successful with it. And
yes, mad props.
Yeah, mad props. And you see how other universes just tried and failed. Hell, I tell people all the time, I think the only other universe that's truly successful is the Conjuring universe. And I feel like they did that by mistake, but at the same time, too, that's how the MCU started.
True.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
They didn't know what they had until they had it.
Yeah. Because, I mean, they did a great job. Yeah, definitely props to them. So, and real quick, and this will actually be my last point, because again, this first episode was a bit straightforward, but I think it was more of an introductory episode to establish, okay, what we're getting into. And the point I want to bring up is more about the overall plot across the MCU. So,
okay.
The question I want to bring up is the fact that shouldn't the Avengers get in trouble as well? Because they created multiple timelines when they went back to get the Infinity Stones, as confirmed by the Ancient One.
True, but their later actions further on in the timeline will correct those actions. So no reason to really pull them out and have them do anything. It's all supposed to happen.
Yeah, but well, think
about
the
judge.
Cap went back and stayed.
Yeah,
maybe that was supposed to happen.
But bullshit. I mean, it was. It was. But that's still bullshit.
Okay, think about it. Because the Ancient One was like, okay, if you go back and take an Infinity Stone, that creates a new timeline. So are those other timelines that they took the Infinity Stones from, are those destroyed now? Because, I mean, you could put them back, sure, but... I mean, I'm sorry, I watch a lot of time travel shows, so my mind is just like... I'm
right there with you, bro.
And my whole thought process is, if they went back and as soon as they saw their other self, the stone away, they're correct in coming up and saying, all right, here you go, and then him dipping.
Yeah, but that still creates a new timeline because now they've seen you. And plus, that's a paradox. I'm sorry. Okay, I'll stop. Because, again, time travel.
There's so much. There's so much.
Yeah, there's so much to unravel or go through here. Yes, exactly, bro.
Yeah,
and that's what I'm with Loki. When Loki was in court per se, talking to the judge with her cute self, you know, he said, he asked like, hey, it's the Avengers' fault for this happening, not mine.
Yeah,
he did,
and I'm with him on that to a certain degree. Well, no, to 100%. Because I'm like, if they would have never did that, Loki would have never had a chance to get the gem. And then the judge follows, well, that was supposed to happen. Okay, and this wasn't? Like, this wasn't? Me grabbing the gem wasn't part of the plan? Wasn't part of this time paradox or whatever? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, really? You know?
Like, how did you all not account for that one event happening where the Tesseract gets knocked out and it falls right in front of Loki, and he looks down and doesn't think, oh,
let me grab
my way home.
Right.
Yep. I'm out. I got it. You know.
Also, why the hell were they transporting Loki and the Tesseract simultaneously?
Well, I mean, it's a paper.
Well,
you can't have enough paper.
So it's as soon as they go into that other realm. Okay, yeah, this is something I have. This is my question too. But as soon as they go into that other realm, or you know, wherever he went, then I guess the Tesseract no longer had power. But my thing is this. Oh, okay, never mind. I think I get it now. Okay, so as soon as Loki grabbed the Tesseract, then they pulled him. It's safe to assume, right?
Yeah,
pretty much. So when he landed and started talking to the Mongolian people, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So he was in the time the TVA's place already when that happened. Safe to say, you know, no, because I mean they still had to get him.
Yeah, I mean they still had to get him, and that's probably why also they have so many Infinity Stones and Tesseracts and whatnot in that little drawer, because of the fact that. I mean, I guess that implies that Loki isn't the first one to do this either. I mean, he's not, obviously, but...
Yeah, he's not, obviously, yeah. They have... If everybody and their mama has a damn paperweight, and the dude had at least like 12 in his drawer. So I think he had one of every color in his drawer.
Yeah, he did.
He did. He had a full set.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he had 2 full sets, as a matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken.
Probably.
You know what I'm saying? So I think he had, like I said, about 10. Maybe 12, like in that range. Not counting the one that was just added to it. Like I thought I saw other blue gems in there, and I'm like, I kind of want to go back. But
there were definitely other gems there too, and I don't know if they were all Infinity Stones or if they were cosmic. Might have been possibly cosmic cubes or something else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's. I mean, at this point, they're just called the Infinity Paperweights right now.
Infinity Paperweights. Hey, you want one? Yeah, I'll take one. Yeah.
Sure. Hey, do you want the blue? Do you want the green one?
Let me get that. Let me get that yellow one, bro. That's the biggest one. Let me get that yellow one. I got a lot of I got a lot of paper to put down to hold down.
Oh, there you go, bro. There you go. I got you, bro. I got you.
They probably trade them like playing cards.
I'm looking at the cast list right now, and I didn't know Tara Strong was in this.
Me neither.
Going to be
Who
in
is
here.
Tara Strong?
She's the voice of Bubbles, Tommy.
The voice of
Pickle,
Bubbles.
Harley Quinn.
Harley Quinn. Timmy Turner. She does some My Little Pony voices. She's you know her voice when you hear her.
Damn.
Yeah, like she's a very profound voice actor. Like she's one of the top voice actors.
Yeah, she is like S tier.
Yeah, like I'm pretty sure you've listened to her voice multiple times.
Yeah. When you said Harley Quinn from the OG Batman series or from like the newer Harley Quinn?
No. That was, I think, Danielle Sorkin. She took over for Sorkin's spot.
Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah. And you remember Teen Titans?
Yeah.
Yeah, she used the voice of Raven.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like she does a lot of DC stuff. Let's see. Yeah, it's like she's Harley Quinn. Actually, yeah, she's Harley Quinn in like the DC Supergirl show. Teen Titans Go. Yep, she played Raven, Batgirl.
Teen Titans Go. Okay.
Yeah, Ben 10. She was Ben Tennyson, Sally and Glitch.
She was on the new DuckTales as Briar.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that. She's also on My Little Pony as Twilight Sparkle.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's done a lot, and I thought I saw her name pop up on the screen when I was watching Loki.
Yeah.
I was like, no, that couldn't say it Tara Strong. And sure enough.
Yeah, I saw that too. I was like, oh, Tara Strong's in this. And she played Miss Minutes.
Yep.
Yeah, so she was in there. I don't know where I heard her voice unless she was like the announcer woman. Maybe I missed that character. Or maybe she hasn't appeared yet.
Yeah. It could be that she hasn't appeared yet, and she's going to appear later.
Yeah, which is cool.
Okay.
So I'm like, that's cool.
Yeah, but this show has just been so far very amazing. I can't wait to watch episode 2 and see where it goes from there.
Oh,
same.
No, I was incorrect. Miss Minutes
what?
Here. Miss Minutes is the clock that was in the cartoon. The cartoon clock.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense of why we didn't see her, but she was there. And I thought I heard her voice too, and I was like, wait, that voice is really familiar.
The cartoon clock.
Remember?
Yeah, she's the cartoon clock.
Remember in the cartoon, like, you had the clock appear first, and that was pretty much like the narrator for explaining.
Oh, the old school cartoon or whatever.
Yeah.
That was her. Okay.
Yeah, that was
her.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah. So.
And as you guys had said before, as far as first episodes go, Loki, WandaVision, Falcon and Winter Soldier, correct?
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, this is like probably the best first episode of the 3. Let's see if it keeps up that momentum, because I was looking up how many episodes it has. It's going to be 6.
6, just like Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Yeah, which I'm like, get in, get out, tell your story.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm hoping that they do a better job with the pacing then.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you didn't like the pacing in Falcon and Winter Soldier?
No, it was very obvious that they had issues during shooting. So,
I think that was more because of COVID, really.
I mean, it was, and I definitely understand that, which is why I'm saying, like, okay, yeah, the pacing was fine for it and what they had to go through, but I'm hoping that because they didn't have the same issues, mostly, I want to say, that it just pacing is better.
Right. No, agreed.
Hmm.
Right. Okay. But I mean, that's all I have to say. I'm just ready to see what happens next, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm right there with you.
Yeah.
And I'm
I'm
still kind of baffled as far as why Cap, like you alluded to earlier, Zach, how come Cap staying in his present time wasn't part, or how come he didn't go to jail for that? Because in a sense, he is not Cap. Like what? That's what I want to know. What paradox did that create, if any? Because he had to have created something.
Yeah,
I think that maybe he went and created that timeline, lived out to where he was satisfied, and then went and returned the time stone and popped back.
Yeah, that's still one of the most confusing things as far as that movie is concerned for me. But I don't want to dawdle on that or stay on that for too long. But okay,
yeah. Time travel can make things just. It opens up way too many.
It makes it so fun.
It's fun.
Yeah, true.
It's fun as fuck if it's done correctly.
Complicated. Yes.
Oh yeah.
If done correctly. Well, yeah. Can you ever really do it correctly? Is there an actual correct way to do it though? Because I mean, because like the way they. I didn't mean to cut you off, T. I'm sorry, bro. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying Dragon Ball Z.
And
they did it correctly with that.
Doctor Who can
with
do it correctly too.
With Trunks and all that. Yeah, they kind of did that correctly.
Yeah. Because I mean, I remember I forgot which Avengers movie was it? Endgame or whatever, when they were not Endgame. What was the one before Endgame? Avengers.
Ant-Man and the Wasp. No, Infinity War.
Infinity War. Yeah. Was it in there or either Endgame or there when they were trying to describe and say certain movies did it this way and other movies did it this way, and I'm just like,
no, that was at the beginning of.
That was Endgame, right?
That was Endgame. That was at the beginning of Endgame.
Endgame, yeah, and Hulk or Banner, whatever. He was like, yeah, these movies did it this way, and then these movies did it this way, and he agreed with one set of movies over the other, and I'm just like, who's to say which one would actually happen in real life? Who's to say that?
Right.
I don't know. And then Days of Future Past. Right? They time traveled in that with Wolverine. Right? Yeah.
Oh yeah, and they did it a different way. Their method was sending back into the past.
Yeah, and through his own body. So that, like, I think to me that's a good way to do it too, because then you have the present mind, but you are actually in the past. Like your body is not in the past, but your mind is, which is still, out there, of course, because it's time travel or whatever. But
yeah, I could see too many time paradoxes happening with that.
Yeah.
Because you lived one way, and then you're going back to this point in time where you're acting erratically and outside of your nature, which is going to screw up the rest of time.
Right. And are you just gonna magically forget something because you didn't do it the same exact way with that method? You know what I'm saying?
I think that way is actually how they do it, where you don't remember that other timeline. Yeah. Which to me, that's I kind of like that one almost the most.
In that movie, because when you take over your old body, because that's what happened. Wolverine took over his old body in the past.
Yeah.
So it was technically his mind from the future. So it can be applied. Let's say you took over your body while you were sleeping or something like that. Once you're done doing what you're doing, all you gotta do is just go back to sleep, and then I guess the timeline can resume, unless someone saw you. I guess. Yeah. Then you wake up as if nothing ever happened.
Yeah. Well, then that's kind of almost similar to like the Flashpoint paradox. Flashpoint. Almost similar.
But Flashpoint, that Negro changed one thing, and the whole universe just changed.
Well, that one thing was he saved a life, which is kind of like that. That brings you to butterfly effects.
But hold on, that
True.
also changed because
This is turning into a whole time travel thing, and we were just talking about Loki.
Talking about Loki. Yeah, yeah. If you guys want to end it, we can end it right here.
yeah, because I'm like, that's a whole different podcast.
It's a whole different podcast.
It is.
Yeah.
But
yeah, that's all I gotta say. I'm good. Again,
let us know. Let us know if you all wanna. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, well, I mean, again, I can't wait for more. Part 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go. Thumbs up. I'm green light. All the above. Let's do it. That's all I was gonna say. Go ahead, T.
Okay, definitely. And if you all want to hear us talk about time travel and stuff or whatever other stuff, let us know down in the comments. We might put it in the podcast.
Yeah, definitely. Like, I'm definitely down for that. Because, like I said, I love time travel and talking about it. And I know if it's not used correctly, it can just lead to a lot of bullshit and a lot of weak stories. But if it is used correctly, it can be like one of the more interesting stories.
Like Guilty Gear.
Yeah, exactly. No, Guilty Gear has its own fucking issues with. Yeah, we have
time travel. Yeah, we haven't talked about any of that, so that's a whole nother podcast.
But for them, it makes sense though. But yeah, anyway.
Anyway. See,
yeah.
See, yeah. Questions. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
I'll just end it here, and I'll force myself to tell people our social media, which is the Night Shift Bandits on Facebook, Instagram. Got a Patreon that's on right now. That's live, so definitely subscribe. But hey, if you can't subscribe every month, we have a GoFundMe coming up. Actually, we're gonna launch that this week. Actually, also hit us up on YouTube, which is where you should be listening to this podcast anyway, if not on any other podcasting platform. If you love relationship stuff, if you love talking about the culture, if you want to know the question to what the point of marriage is, or why do people keep yelling at each other on the internet, check out Perspective Discussions, which is my other podcast. And hey, the Bandits have been on there as well, so at this point, it's our other podcast.
Yeah, that's true. I haven't been on there in a while.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe it's going to be time to rectify that soon.
Oh yeah, definitely is.
So, all right, but that's it. That's all. Thanks for viewing. Thanks for listening. And
also, by the time this is coming out, will we have a new stream up on our Twitch?
Let's talk about that later. But yes, we should actually, and also we should have a Let's Play.
All right.
Too. So, Twitch,
so check us out on Twitch.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'm sorry, I did not catch that. Night Shift Bandits Twitch. There you go. Boom.
And we should have a link tree on all of our stuff, so you can just link to everything else.
Yes, more than likely definitely links will be available in the description. And of course, we got the link tree as well, which is actually available at this point on all of our social media sites and anywhere you find this podcast. So, but yeah, I think that's
all right.
That's all. All right. So,
thanks for tuning in, guys. Thank you.
Thanks for tuning in, and you guys stay safe, take care of others, take care of yourself, and have a great day.
Peace.
Later.
Deuce.